My entitled mother
This man making
demanded
a
I
deep
hand
fried
over my
face.
house to her because my little sister is pregnant and needs
Like,
it more than I
be
do.
for
I'm a
real.
31-year-old male and I have a 28-year-old sister that has honestly been the golden child to my
Inside
mother,
of a
but not
mask
my
at that.
father for as long as I
Cheese.
can remember. My parents
What the
divorced
cheese
when I was a
for?
teenager because my mother
So
cheated with
chicken
an
breast,
old high
ham,
school
cheese.
ex-boyfriend and has always been controlling, manipulative, and narcissistic. And sadly, my
Okay, this
sister
man
was
got like a
like
face
her
fetish
little
or
mini-me.
something.
Our mother also seemed to believe that she had total authority over me
What
anytime
is
she so
that?
much as snapped her fingers. She'd snap them and order me around like a dog. It was demeaning. And my sister always backed her up too, so no surprise, I went to live with my dad full time after our
I
parents
want to
split
see you
up,
deep fried
while
his
my
face.
sister stayed with my mom. The two of them were very alike, and both pretty much stopped speaking
Why
with
are
my
you
father
touching it?
unless it was about money. Though I'm more like my dad, my father was very business oriented and started teaching me how to do his line of work as soon as I was 16. I got pretty good at it, and after
I don't
12
even know
years
what
of
that
working
is.
for my
Oh,
father, I was made
Parmesan
a
and paprika.
partner in his company. Things were great, but then about 8 months ago, tragedy
Is
struck.
that
My
chicken
father
feet?
had become somewhat immunocompromised due to
I am
being a heavy
terrified.
smoker for much of his life, and he died at only 60
I
years
am
old after he caught
terrified.
C19. I met my mother and sister for the first time in years after we had a socially
Oh
distanced
my
funeral for my
God.
father over a video call. My father was cremated by his own request and buried in a local cemetery, so there was no body or
Bruh, and the
casket.
story
My
that's being
sister
told
seemed
in
to
the
grieve while
background
my
is just
mother looked
crazy,
indifferent
first
the
of all.
entire time. Though I honestly was not surprised. The last time she saw my father, she screamed
This
at
is
him that he
creepy.
owed her more money, then threatened to sue him,
Deep
to
fried
which
chicken
he laughed
face.
at her. He paid alimony and child support as long as he was legally mandated to, and no more than that. And he
Deep
even
fried
put
chicken face.
$30,000 towards my sister's college fund. But 10 years after the
Bruh,
divorce, he was no longer legally required to send my mom money
not you
anymore
making
because of a judge's
eyes.
ruling. And she's by no means broke. She works at the same job she has had for nearly 3 decades, fully owns the old family home we used to share,
And
and even
makeup.
rents out 2 of the rooms in it to Airbnb regularly. She's by no means hurting for money. Sometime after the funeral, my dad's will was read. Apparently,
Bruh,
he
this
figured
is a
that
whole
if
new
his
meaning
heavy
to playing with
smoking
your
didn't
food.
eventually do him in, something else would. And he even joked about it in a pre-recorded video. He pretty much willed everything to me. All of his assets and most of his money from his business and his home.
This
He
is so
left my
weird.
sister a car, a 2015 Nissan Altima, and this caused a massive rift
Deep
of jealousy
fried
in our family
chicken
because
face,
I
y'all.
became rich and they didn't. So they tried to
Too
steal my
funny.
house from under me, and that pissed me
Not
off
the
so
mini
bad.
face.
I did something that no one saw coming. Something you can't come back
Oh
from.
my
Here's
God.
what happened.